Check this out. This is my latest low frequency pulsar circuit. As you can see, I've got on the full pulse rate and I've got it rigged up to the scope here. Hang on. Bring it up to the scope here. Right now. Now if I adjust it, the speed to turn it down more, the waveform changes like this here. This is very interesting. Now I'm using 12 volt DC to power the circuit, but it won't work if I set the scope on 10 volts, so I put it on 5 volts and it's working good. Now I'm adjusting the knob here more. Look at that. Okay. Now I've got it right down to number 1. That's the pulse adjust speed. Turn it back up to 4. To the left, it goes like that. Now I'm going to select the second lot of capacitors for the frequency inside the circuit by rotating the capacitor selection. And this is a waveform I'm getting now. As you can see that there now. 3.8 hertz. And I'm turning it up, the pulse rate speed up more. It's here, the pulse rate up here, the speed of the pulses up here. Right, now I've got it up down to its slowest really, actually yeah, the lowest, sorry. Right, that's the slowest pulse rate. Now I'm going to turn it up more. So it goes faster. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to turn the capacitor select to the next capacitor. And I'm going to turn the pulse rate switch, rotate the pulse rate down, and this is the pulse rate now. Check it out, this is amazing. This is what happens when you pulse really low frequency of AC signals. 1.3 hertz, 0.6. Oh, the frequency is really going down. Right, I've got the pulse rate turned up down to its lowest, okay? Starting to clip a bit. Now I'm turning it back to the left. So the pulse rate is faster. And I'm going to rotate the flash up to the next number 3, okay? There we are. Now I'm going to turn a pulse adjust to faster down to slow, from faster down to slow. Check that out. Look at the frequencies. 1.55 hertz. 2.40 something hertz. This is amazing. Right, now turn it back. Now I'm going to turn it right onto number 5. This is the last capacitor in the capacitor chain. That's a 10 microfarad capacitor. So give me the slow pulses now. Look at that, I'm turning the pulse adjust. Look at the frequencies on that. Okay, turn it right down to the slowest pulse rate. 6.2. Now I'm turning it back to the left. Speed the pulse rate up. The pulsar circuit's pulsing those very low frequency AC frequencies here. Right. Turning it back to the left with the pulse rate speeding it up more. Check that out. That's quite amazing, really, eh? Right, now I'm going to adjust the seconds to 2 seconds. No, hang on, 2 seconds is too slow. 500 milliseconds now. Okay, I've adjusted it to 500 milliseconds now. Okay, I'm turning the pulse rate down to the slowest, down back to the highest. That's on the 5th capacitor. Now I'm going to switch it down 4th capacitor, and I'm going to adjust the pulse rate again, the pulse speed. Look at that. Okay, change it down to the next capacitor. There we are, look at the frequencies now. 28.20 volts per pulse. And I've got that set to 5 volts, because if I put it set to 10 volts, it won't work. So there we are. Now I'm turning the pulse rate up higher. Look at that. Okay, now I'm going to drop the frequency string down to the next capacitor. Now look at the pulse frequency now, 12.40 hertz. Okay, I've got on the fastest pulse. Now I'm going to slow the pulse rate down. Check it out. Okay, 0.55 hertz, 0.39 hertz. You can learn a lot from these, missing the frequencies. Okay, now that is on the first capacitor. Right, now if I rotate it back to the 10 microfarad capacitor and adjust the pulse rate up to high, fast pulses, that's what it looks like now. Now I'm going to turn it down to its slowest pulse. This is what it looks like now. Look at the frequencies now. This is very interesting, this is how it goes. Right, now this is the, oh, hang on, scope thing's tipped over. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've got to weight it down at the back there a bit. Okay, this is the pulse rate adjust the pulse, slow to fast. If I turn it left, it'll go fast. And here's the capacitors inside the circuit. I've got about 5 capacitors there. So I can select any values. I select the capacitors by the codes. 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. So I can switch to any capacitor I want for different rates. Okay, so this is how this circuit's working here on the scope. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching my latest video.